Trump Derangement Syndrome, alive and well. When you look at the numbers, quite honestly, it's pretty crazy. If you listen to the mainstream media, at least most of them, you would think Trump supporters are going out with pitchforks and frickin' battle axes and full armor and just slaughtering people. But the numbers show a complete different story. There are a lot of hoax crimes that people say are committed by Trump supporters that later are found out to be lies. I don't know why they call them hoaxes. They're not hoaxes. They're lies, people. Just call it as it is. But as far as actual attacks based on political preferences, it's really the left that attacks Trump supporters. I mean, quite honestly, the numbers don't lie. The numbers, there's a lot of them. And this story here is tragic. It's absolutely tragic. Don't hurt people for their political opinions. It's retarded. You make your side look like a bunch of bumbling idiots. Man allegedly kills pro-Trump boss after argument. Throws American flag on his body. Just over political beliefs. Come on now. You can have a discussion, and if it gets heated, walk away. But it shouldn't get heated. So what? It's someone else's opinion. Just respect it. They're entitled to their opinion just as much as you're entitled to your opinion. A construction worker in Florida, and of course it's in Florida, has been accused of murdering his pro-Trump boss with a trowel after a political argument on the construction site where they both worked, and then throwing an American flag on the man's body. The incident occurred on Monday morning at approximately 10:30 a.m. when emergency dispatchers received a call from co-workers saying that Mason Trevor Tony, 28, had stabbed and killed their boss, 28-year-old William Stephen Knight, on the Florida Turnpike job site, according to the arrest affidavit it obtained by ABC's Orlando affiliate WFTV. So they got into a political argument, and Trump Derangement Syndrome, no Trump at all costs sort of attitude, when really it should be listen to other people at all costs. What if your opinion's wrong? If you're so avid that you're willing to kill someone because you believe you're right, then maybe you're wrong. Lord, man. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says that the murder appears to be related to a political dispute between the men. Knight was a big supporter of President Donald Trump, while Tony was anti-government. Tony is anti-government and very outspoken about his beliefs that the government is bad and out to get him, said Tony's arrest affidavit. Oh, man. Could you imagine having a political discussion and the person you're having the political discussion just gets murderously enraged? And I've had a few in person where I'm talking to the person and I'm trying to spew fact numbers and say, look, I'm not supporting and I'm not against anybody. I'm just saying, look, I want what's best for the United States. I want what's best for the citizens. I want what's best for the world, quite honestly. And we can't get what is best if we have a bunch of misinformation and a bunch of numbers out there where funding and money goes to the wrong spot. That's the wrong way to do things. You're giving money to the wrong stuff, and the stuff that needs it is not getting it. And I've had people, they get red in the face, their veins pop out, they clench their fists, and then they make like they want to punch you, and it's like, okay, violence? That's your go-to? That's how you're going to support your cause? That's how you're going to tell me what you believe in your cause, is by using violence? The minute you use violence, you've lost. You're done. You're wrong. That's just, there's no argument around that. In a political discussion, when you use violence, you are the one that is in the wrong. If someone is saying something that you don't agree with, stop, take a breath, listen, let them finish. I know sometimes people can be long-winded, like I am. I can be pretty damn long-winded. But listen, and then stop and think of a rational argument to give back, because if you win their hearts and their minds, how much better have you done than if you've beaten them up and made them harder against you, because you've just made them see what your cause is all about. Just my opinion, anyways. A preliminary report determined that the weapon used to murder Knight was a trowel. After Tony allegedly killed Knight, he stole a white pickup truck and fled the scene of the crime, but was taken into custody shortly after crashing the vehicle in a brief pursuit in Brevard County, Florida. Police confirmed that Tony was arrested and taken into custody without incident on a statement on social media. Tony is currently being held in Orange County without bond. Dissenting opinions are not a bad thing. Imagine you lived in a house and people told you the minute you step out that door, you're going to fall off a cliff. We'll call it the flat apartmenters. And that's what you believe, that's what you believe, that's what you believe. You're so adamant. And then the door flies open and you have a chance to explore the big, beautiful world, but you don't want to go because you believe in it, because that's all you've ever heard. Imagine if nobody ever challenged these ideas and was able to overcome obstacles like people saying, well, the earth is flat, the earth is flat. The earth is the center of the universe. The earth is the center of the universe. Now imagine if the world took everybody that disagreed with them, and rather than having the discussion and they weren't allowed to get their voice and their opinion out and their evidences out, the world just killed them. Well, guess what? We would think the earth was flat and that the earth was the center of the universe and all kinds of crazy stuff. But advancement requires us to discuss things together in a logical manner. I mean, you might murder somebody who actually is correct. What if? I mean, there's so many levels to this that are just, stop. It's okay to hear a dissenting opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. And this Trump derangement syndrome is just like a fever pitch religious battle cry, practically. I mean, it has become a religion. It really has. Anyways, I've ranted long enough about BS. Let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts and your opinions. Anything you do is the best thing you can do to help me beat this YouTube algorithm and reach more voices, reach more opinions, and get more opinions. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys on the next one.